Clayton M. Christensen, The Prosperity Paradox: How Innovation Can Lift Nations Out of Poverty. Dive into The Prosperity Paradox: How Innovation Can Lift Nations Out of Poverty, and discover how addressing non-consumption can be the key to breaking the cycle of poverty in developing countries. This book summary challenges the traditional approaches to combating poverty and showcases examples of market-creating innovations that can lead economies towards prosperity. Learn about the crucial characteristics that make innovators successful and the sustainable growth and development brought about by new products and markets. By focusing on the untapped potential within these nations, this summary imparts ideas that could unlock true growth and change the world.
Escaping Poverty, a Nuanced Reality. 1 billion people have emerged from poverty in recent decades, but the majority are from China. Poverty rates have increased in many other parts of the world, with 750 million still living on less than $1.90 a day. The developed world has spent trillions of dollars to end poverty but to little avail. Current strategies of building wells or giving aid have failed due to a lack of maintenance and spare parts. The author suggests a focus on long-term prosperity instead of short-term relief. This entails building infrastructure, like roads and factories, to boost economic growth and create jobs. It also means investing in education, healthcare, and technology to empower a nation's citizens. By building sustainable economies, poverty can be eradicated and self-reliance achieved. The impact of economic opportunity. The key to ending poverty lies in boosting economic opportunity rather than investing in infrastructure alone. According to research, prosperity for many countries doesn't arise from fixating on poverty. Instead, addressing areas where potential consumers' problems still lack accessible and affordable solutions can lead to enduring success. Case in point, Mo Ibrahim's mobile phone network covering Africa, which despite being considered an impossible undertaking due to Africa's poverty, recorded over 5 million subscribers in over a dozen countries, leading to a $3 billion sale. Addressing hidden economic activity in destitute countries is more effective than addressing single symptoms of poverty. Market-creating innovators. This book is about market-creating innovators who have transformed their countries through creating new markets. One such transformation is the rise of Africa as a major mobile communications market. Ibrahim's efforts have made it possible even for low-income earners to access cell phones, creating jobs and generating billions of dollars in taxes. The introduction of groundbreaking products such as Kodak's cameras and Ford's mass-produced cars transformed the U.S. economy. Market-creating innovators share common characteristics, including their ability to target non-consumption, use technology to drive efficiency, create novel value networks, remain flexible, and enjoy top-level management support. The book shows that it's entrepreneurs who first create the market for cars, computers, and other products and services, thereby creating jobs and transforming entire economies. Whether in Japan, the United States, or sub-Saharan Africa, market-creating innovators create jobs, churn out profits, and reshape the culture of their home countries. The revolutionary impact of Ford's Model T on America. In the early 1900s, cars were a luxury item. But from 1909 to 1927, Henry Ford's company produced 15 million Model Ts, and it became a mass-market product that reshaped America. People were now mobile, and suburbs and hotels sprang up to accommodate them. This shows how innovators need to understand their customers' needs to create a superior product that people will use, even when competition is fierce. For instance, AT&T failed to predict the rise of cell phones and missed out on leading the mobile revolution. Galanz recipe for success. Galanz recognized an untapped market in China by developing a low-cost microwave and eschewing expensive television advertising in favor of newspaper ads. With this strategy, Galanz became the world's largest microwave oven seller, and its founder, Lian Jixian, became a billionaire. Other innovators succeed by identifying unseen markets, such as M-Pesa, which focused on the 85% of Kenyans without bank accounts and now processes $4.5 billion per month. These success stories demonstrate the importance of identifying and catering to unmet needs in emerging markets. The power of pull strategies. The book challenges the traditional approach to solving poverty, the push model, which emphasizes throwing resources at the problem. Using examples from India and Nigeria, the author argues that pull strategies can be more effective. Instead of simply building toilets or providing aid, companies like Clayton M in Nigeria identified unmet needs and created products that people could easily incorporate into their lives. By building their own supply chains, they were able to make their products widely available and successful. This approach creates a market that can lead to long-term development. In contrast, the push model often fails to address underlying issues and can waste resources by building infrastructure that people don't use or don't know how to use. Overall, the book encourages a more innovative and adaptable approach to tackling poverty. America's transformation, innovation as the catalyst. In the late 19th century, America was a desperately poor country with a life expectancy of only 45 years and high infant mortality rates. However, innovations such as the user-friendly and affordable camera from Eastman Kodak transformed the country into the world's largest economy. These innovations led to consumer-driven marketing, falling prices, and global distribution. The Wright brothers also showed the power of bootstrap innovation when they successfully manned the first motor-driven flight in 1903, despite having a fraction of the budget of their competitor, Samuel Pierpont Langley. The book highlights how America's transformation was not due to poverty eradication policies but rather through the creation of a market that successfully served a growing population of non-consumers, resulting in the pull of many other necessary resources for the economy. Despite its past poverty, America's innovative spirit played a significant role in transforming the nation. From humble beginnings to global success, the making of Sony, Toyota, and Samsung. In a time of poverty and scarce resources, Japanese entrepreneurs Akio Morita and Masaru Ibuka founded a company, Sony, in a factory that was damaged from the war. Despite their humble beginnings, Sony created one blockbuster invention after another, including the tape recorder, transistor radio, and the Sony Walkman. Similarly, Toyota faced early failures in the US market with their Toyopet Crown but learned from their mistakes and launched the world's top-selling car model, the Corolla. Samsung, also known for producing shoddy products, underwent major changes under its CEO who ordered thousands of defective phones and fax machines to be burned. Today, these companies are major global brands epitomizing the phrase, from rags to riches. The success of these companies highlights that infrastructure development alone is not enough for economic impact, but also requires innovative leaders who are unafraid of failure and willing to adapt to change. The perils of push projects. Examples of infrastructure projects gone wrong in multiple countries demonstrate the need for innovative solutions to address economic growth. From an incomplete highway in Cape Town to a network of vacant schools in Afghanistan and a shuttered paper factory in Tanzania, the failure of infrastructure projects in various countries highlights the pitfalls of relying solely on public investment. A $3.2 billion rail line in Kenya designed to handle 40% of cargo between cities only captured 2%. Similarly, the American government has spent $4.5 trillion on infrastructure, yet public works still receive a mediocre grade. These examples beg the question, if even the wealthiest nations struggle with infrastructure, what hope exists for poorer countries? The United States, Japan, and South Korea did not become prosperous through infrastructure projects, but rather sustainable profits created by private enterprise. Developing countries need innovators who find opportunities in non-consumption, leading to new products, markets, and job creation. This capability exists in all nations, regardless of dysfunction or poverty. To promote economic growth, public investment must be augmented with innovative solutions to address infrastructure and economic challenges. This requires a shift in perspective, away from failed push projects and towards new ways of expanding markets and opportunities.
In conclusion, the prosperity paradox highlights that creating lasting prosperity, rather than merely fixing poverty, is the key to lifting nations out of destitution. The book argues that innovative entrepreneurs targeting non-consumption can effectively create new products and markets that will bring about jobs, profits, and sustainable development, thus initiating lasting economic change. From the development of mobile phone networks covering Africa to the rise of companies like Toyota and Sony, this book explores how visionary leaders within these countries can harness the power of innovation as a means of unlocking boundless opportunities that can improve lives and build prosperous nations.